it up. Alright, so I'm going to be updating these mirrors on my 2007 Ford F350 to the new style mirror. The new style mirror is a 2008 to 2016 style. The reason why I'm doing this is, if you can, you see the elliptical mirror here, it's pretty small on this style. This mirror is great, it's a good size, I don't have a problem with that, but it's really hard to see the back wheels when I'm loading the camper with this smaller mirror, and also when I'm going down the road, it's tough to see for lane changes when I'm looking in this mirror. So the new style mirror has a much larger lower mirror, the elliptical style mirror, and about the same size main mirror, and they're heated and has the turn signals integrated and power adjusting and all that good stuff. So, all right, so this is the new style mirror. It's got the much larger elliptical style on the bottom, and about the same size for the main mirror. They're still telescoping and power adjust, heated, and integrated turn signal. I really like the style of this mirror. It's going to update the truck a little bit, but main purpose is to get this functionality of the larger elliptical mirror for when we've got the camper on the truck, and lane changes and small Forest Service roads, just checking for clearance and things like that. Really important, and this is going to help with that. So one other thing I wanted to mention about this mirror is I purchased the DEDC brand, and I did that reading the reviews and watching some other videos from people that have purchased this mirror and people that have purchased some other aftermarket mirrors that the other aftermarket mirrors that weren't DEDC, the glass was pretty poor quality, and they mentioned that the clarity was really bad and it was distorted, and they didn't have that problem when they switched over to the DEDC brand. This glass is every bit as good as the OEM mirror, maybe even better, and so I'm hoping that's going to be a really nice bonus with this mirror. So these DEDC mirrors come with all the hardware needed. It's got the adapter, wiring harness, the nuts for installation. This is a really high quality aftermarket mirror. It does have the insulation built onto the plate. Really nice high quality harness, really good high quality plugs. So I'm really happy with it so far. All right, to do this installation, it looks like all we need is a 10mm socket and maybe a pry tool or a flathead screwdriver. I have some upholstery tools that I'm going to use to pry off the inside trim panel that will allow me to access the bolts for the mirror mount. Okay, so I've had this door panel off before, and I know that this piece of trim comes off without the need or use of tools. It just pops right out. You've got two metal clips back there, and the mirror is fastened on by 4 7/16 nuts. So the new mirrors have 10mm nuts. The OEM mirrors are held on by 7/16. So with this trim piece, you just grab it. There's two clips, one on top, one on the bottom. They're just standard trim panel clips. And then you've got this little gasket here that covers up some of the fastening bolts. You just take that off. It's just tape, insulation tape. And some rubber grommets here. You've got one there and one there. Take those off. It's probably the best way to do this is with short extension. I've got just a 3-inch extension here and my 7/16 inch socket, and rolled the window down so I can hang on to the mirror while I'm loosening everything up. Also a quick little tip here, if you have a 7/16 inch deep with a short extension, I throw a little neodymium magnet down in there, so when you're retrieving these nuts off of the studs from the OEM mirror, you don't lose them down inside the door panel. Or if you do lose one, like I just did, one of these telescopic magnet fetchers comes in handy. Alright, so before we pull this last nut off, we're going to go ahead and pull the door panel off so we can access the wiring harness, get that unplugged. Well, then we'll take the last nut off from the other side here, and the mirror will come right out. Alright, so if you haven't had your door panel off before, there's a 9/32 nut underneath this reflector here, so you just get a little flathead screwdriver, pop that little clip, the reflector comes right off. Get your spin tight with the 9/32. You got one there. And then for your window controls and mirror control, door locks, panel, you just grab it right here and pull up and back. That pulls that out. You've got one right there. We'll go ahead and unplug our mirror and door lock controls. Get that out of the way. And then this door panel just lifts up, comes right off. Once you've got that down, you can access your wiring for your mirror right behind this this tape seal. Alright, so to get this clip unlocked, just a little flathead screwdriver. There's a tab right here you push on, and then just pull it, it comes right loose. Alright, so now we can take this last nut out and pull the OEM mirror off. Just like that. Alright, so with the new mirrors, turns out I don't need the little adapter. This plug is the same plug from the old mirror that fits right into the OEM wiring harness for the windows. So I'll just go around the other side and feed this through and go ahead and get her bolted up. And same thing here with the 10mm nuts. I throw a magnet in here, so on the 10mm deep, so I don't lose the nut when I'm fishing it through these little holes. If you lose them, you're going to have to fish them out with your little magnet tool. So this just makes it a little bit easier. So one other tool that helps with this job is something I keep in my toolbox, is just an aluminum fence tie. And you can bend these around, make a little handle so you can hold on to it. And it just helps you know, fetch the wires and fish them through a little bit easier. Alright, so once you've got that fish through, just clips into the OEM clip. Just like that. Feed your wire back in. Get your seal back up there, nice and flat. we can start putting all the bolts back in. All right, so before we get too much further, got the controls set up. I want to turn the key and make sure everything's functioning properly. All right, so everything works as it should. Blinker indicator works. The mirror functions right and left as it should. The only thing I didn't test was the heat, just because it's it's so hot today. I'll test it out, but I'm guessing that if everything else works, the heat probably works as well. Got the door panel back together, and fit and finish is really good on these mirrors. I'm going to do the other side, and then I'll just do a quick walk around and show you how it looks. All right, so it's been a couple days since I put the mirrors on, and I'm pretty happy with the results. They look great. Love this larger wide angle mirror on the bottom. These upper mirrors, the regular mirrors, are plenty big on both sides. I have a lot better viewing area with this mirror for lane changes, and I can see the back wheels like when I'm parallel parking. So for the money, it's a great mirror. I wouldn't say that it's exactly up to OEM quality as far as the glass goes, and some of the plastic. The fit and finish is okay. The top part of the mirror right here does stick out about 1/8 of an inch, and I've taken them off and I reinstalled them just to make sure that everything was seated properly, and it's definitely a fitment problem from the manufacturer. So this side sticks out about 1/8 of an inch. The passenger side is pretty flush, and the telescopic function works great. Goes out about 3 inches, just like the OEM mirror, and the turn signal and running light both work great, and overall I'm happy with it. So again, these are the DEDC brand mirror. I paid about $189 on Amazon, free shipping with Prime, and like I said, I'm really happy with the mirror. I will do a full review after I've used them for about a month, and had the camper on the truck and used it with the camper, and just to confirm that everything's still working properly. All right, so thank you.